Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are wrapping up our war against the Jonon Index. We are, however, kind of upset at the Great Zadran Mandate. They are attacking some of these worlds as well. We'll see how much we end up getting. It's going to be a lot. For sure. We got a lot out of this. There's no doubt about that. This Forge world requires a job. We'll let them migrate. I think it's okay. There's plenty of jobs available. Let's scroll on down and see if anything else here really needs work. And it looks like the answer to that is yes, actually, this generator world does. So we're going to need to replace this robot assembly plant with a monument. I guess it's got a farm on here. That's okay, I guess. But we can put in a gene clinic. That looks good. And we can upgrade a system capital complex eventually. Here on Fraction, we can upgrade to a planetary administration eventually as well. Excellent. Now we are negative in our unity right now, which is non-ideal, but we're going to work our way through these landings as quickly as we can. So we currently have these guys over in Trappist, and they are landed over here. Looks
Initiating ground assault.
These are heading up to Hydrobius. Yeah, there's nothing left for us in Corolla, that's right. Because unfortunately, these guys have already landed there. We'll see what happens to a Pencer. I think this is just going to be a mixed control system, which is certainly non-ideal.
Our warriors are victorious.
So we've finished on Trappist. We're now going to head down to Enuant, and that was, of course, Kranadeth, which we will need to replace with a gene clinic here and put in a monument. We are nearly done with these invasions, and this requires orders as well. We finished up in Takvin, so we're going to head down to Rigot next, and we'll land on right. Excellent. And up here we are, of course, going to swap this robot assembly plant on over to a gene clinic. And then, of course, we're going to build our monument. Okay, looks good. Not sure what's going on with the 4th Fleet here. I'm actually just going to disband it. And we'll continue to reinforce our fleets. Cool.
Debris analyzed.
So we're continuing to get all of this debris in.
Ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
Beautiful.
Debris
Checking in on Trappist here. We are going to win that. That's going to take some time, though.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
So we finished up on right already. We're going to... they've already landed on Frigda. So there's nothing else we can do here. We're going to need to head down to Adenir. What if they landed on here? Everything? Looks like it. So they're going to get this interstellar assembly. That's not the end of the world. On Lyrae, what do they have here? They have multinomial. Okay, so we don't have anything to land on over here. This is currently not ours. So I think that's basically it. We're going to need to head up, like, over here and land on Drogana. Sad that we're going to miss out on some of these worlds over here, but this was still very worthwhile for us. Absolutely.
Our warriors are victorious.
We do need to get rid of one of these stations. This seems like a good one to get rid of. We'll downgrade that anchorage. Cool. And this army requires orders. It has finished in Trappist. We are, of course, going to head over to... Actually, it's up in Sadatani. So we'll go ahead and land on Drogana. We've already queued that up, I'm pretty sure. So these guys, they need to go where exactly? Back to the Singularity? I think there's nowhere for them to go, really.
Initiating
yeah, pretty much.
Assault. Victory.
There's not a lot left here to grab, and this war will be over very, very shortly. Okay, so they've arrived there. We finished up in Hydrobius, so we're going to go ahead and land on Median next. We were on Degree, of course, and we need to get this building a gene clinic and a monument. There we go. Looks good. So we're going to land on these last few locations. Unfortunately, we are going to be missing out on some territory down over here. But we got all of the important things. Ah. So these guys woke up. Giants in the playground or decrepit fools? Definitely decrepit fools. So where are they? That was... Where are they indeed? I'm not sure where those guys are. These guys? Yeah, these guys. Okay. So they're pathetic, superior, pathetic to us. We don't have an easy way to get to them right now. We'll see if someone else awakes as well.
Special
But yeah, we don't have an easy way to get to them. Otherwise, I would consider
Initiating
attacking them,
ground
like,
assault.
right now, before they have time to ramp up.
Special project complete.
But they don't... Like, we don't have any way to get to them. That's what makes that very sad. So we're going to research these projects out over this way for the time being. We'll get that queued up. Actually, we don't need to go to Redamon, but it's fine. Cool. So we've established a new colony. Fantastic. That should be Alpha Centauri Secundus there, I believe, again. I guess Tertius. Maybe? Did that not get sorted into the sector? Well, regardless, it's not all that relevant. We do need to make sure that we are replacing this with a gene clinic and with a monument. Okay, this one definitely needs to get a gene clinic and a monument, so we'll get those going. Eventually. There we go. This mining station here gets a gene clinic and, of course, a monument. The rest of these should be good. With the exception of this one. This just needs the gene clinic. We do have the hypercoms forum here, so that looks good. And that looks fine. Fine. Resolvent is okay. We're, of course, colonizing Phemisto. Just checking in on the rest of these for the time being. This one needs work. So we will put in our gene clinics and our monument. Beautiful. What else might we need? Radical, isosceles.
Our warriors are victorious.
Trinomial. Yeah, I think from here we're probably almost good. Basteron needed work, so we should put in the monument and the gene clinic. Excellent. And then Ejok 2, yeah, now we're getting into some of these territories that we've controlled for a while. Rational does need to be worked on, so the gene clinic goes in, and so does the monument. Cool. We've got Saphalon here, Decimal, Chelib Prime. At this point... Oh, this one needs a monument. There we go. We're starting to get into the ones that we've held for a very long time. So they shouldn't require additional work in this category. Cool. So we need to come up over here next and go to Dragana. This, of course, needs the monument. It has one. But it does need a gene clinic. There we go. Cool. And this army is, I think, done. I think we head back to the Singularity. We're done in Hydrobius as well, so let's head back to the Singularity there too. And of course we finished landing on Median, which we've already worked on. Cool. So this war is functionally over, right? The main question is, when will these guys peace out of their coattail war? I mean, they have barely anything here. 1% war exhaustion. Hilarious. So the Jonon Index does have some territory down over here, right? And they have a gateway there. Okay. Let's take all of our forces for the time being. Every single one of these fleets. They're all going to come down to Betelgeuse. Because I want to grab more territory here. So from Betelgeuse, we'll push our way down through here. Yes, we continue to purchase this service. Thank you very much. We'll jump drive down here and clean some of this up. Then we're going to need to come down here, right? That's definitely a thing that we're going to need to do. We need to get our armies moved down to Betelgeuse as well, and we'll merge them together. Beautiful. Because we want the Jonon Index to cease to exist, right? That is something that we very much want here. Now, we're quite negative in our energy credits. That is to be expected at this moment. I do want to go through and look for any job work that we need here. And there's absolutely none. Okay.
Debris analyzed.
Cool. We are continuing to get that debris analyzed. All of this terraformation is happening nicely. Technically, I don't think it needed to happen, but I wanted to do it regardless.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Why don't you come down to, like, Eartheus? I would like you to then jump drive over to Ejok. That'll be fine. Autonomous ship intellects finished for, like, the 7th time. Sure. We're going to jump drive all of these fleets because we can't reach down here. We're going to have to jump drive all of them to Bazkarat. We have the BOS Tectonic as well. We actually have 2 Juggernauts. We captured their Juggernaut. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and go upgrade that. Cool. So all of these guys are going to jump drive down. These fleets are wildly overpowered for what we have going on here. We have no way to get out over here, sadly. We're going to push down over here for sure. We may be able to jump drive. It's a little strange that they've not fought the commonality of Azan's Crucible here, right?
Scientific
Actually, it's not strange.
achieved.
They're not in the swarm, so that's not strange at all. Nanite transmuters. Sure, we'll take that. Okay, so we're pushing our way down here, and once we have this, then we'll jump drive over. That'll be fine. Cool. And they will, of course, be pushed to come back. So I want to grab our transport fleet here and jump drive that on over as well. We'll need to get that jump drive on cooldown. This will take 2 jump drive jumps. So Strikecraft attack speed looks good. We could go for monthly unity here. We are negative on unity, but we actually hit 0 energy credits. That's pretty bad. I should not have allowed that to happen. Let's sell off some dark matter here and some 0. There we go. Cool. So this will be dropping, but we'll be facing some malices here for a while. I definitely don't like that. We do need to jump drive this guy on over to Ejok, where we can grab these rare resources. That'll be great. Cool. So we're going to continue to push in over here. We're going to have to jump drive all of these fleets over eventually. When is their jump drive off cooldown? 90 days. Okay.
Battle is
So these
joy.
guys are now able to jump drive where we need them, so they can just chill. And we've got that energy shortage. We are currently experiencing a critical experience shortage, or rather a critical energy shortage. We're positive on our energy now. That's remarkable. I don't know what happened there to turn that one around, but we'll take it. So let's see here. I wanted to spend down our influence. So we can go over to like the Scanurian, and we'll make claims on them. They're still overwhelming to us. That's funny, but we'll get that sorted later. And we're just making some claims. Beautiful. Just spending down our influence. Okay. It's now going down by 5. That's great. Okay, fantastic.
Debris analyzed.
We don't need to cut our scientific investment. That's for sure.
Scientific breakthrough
So all of these guys are
achieved.
heading on in. Nanite transmuters are now done. Let's go ahead and take explosive weapon damage. And all of these fleets here are going to go ahead and jump drive as soon as they can, which is about 40 days. These guys have how long? 117. Okay. Wait, they're coming in on us here? I realize that we have our malice from the jump drive, but this is foolish. Like, we have so many ships here. They don't have a chance. Like, we would wipe them out a lot faster if we didn't have the jump drive malice, right? But even so, that's very strange. I don't know why they chose to do that. So these guys can jump drive in about 20 days.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Energy weapon attack speed finishes up. And let's go for shield hit points. I like it. Surveyor has been activated. Cool. We're going to build our mining stations over here, of course. And I wouldn't mind sending a construction ship down here to create a gateway. That will be useful. But we're going to jump drive these as soon as we can, which is right now. We're going to jump drive directly into Hoof here. I want access to this gateway. So in we go. These guys will follow up once we have this system cleared, but currently they have no ships in Hoof. So I like it. And in we go. We're just going to go take over their station, of course. Cool. So we've got this station here. It's a kind of awkward station.
Debris analyzed.
No doubt about that one. We just went positive in our Unity, but we are negative in our consumer goods. I'm not shocked about this. So we've got this refinery world here. These Groknaplorans are refusing to be technicians, it would appear. We're going to have to wait for them to migrate. Here we've got a robot unemployment. Okay. And it can't really migrate anyway. Robots can be technicians, right? We can give that an energy nexus. That should be fine. And on this mining world, a meta Istrin that is not being a clerk or miner or technician. Okay. We can definitely put in civilian repli complexes. That'll be fine. So this is under our control now. We can jump drive in our army. And the army is going to hop in here eventually. That order did not go through because our jump drive is still recharging. 10 more days. Cool. So these guys are just kind of flying around out over here. Not really doing anything of note. We're going to head in here and land on Hull. And I'm going to send 3 fleets. This is a wild overkill. But 3 fleets up to Jezomai. And then we're going to send an additional 3 fleets up to Giagawa. There we go. That looks good. Our energy credits are negative at the moment. That is certainly noted. We will need to balance our economy after this, but it's unsurprising considering how much we just expanded. Like, we virtually doubled our territory. That's pretty much what happened here. So the Jonon Index is going to cease to exist soon. There'll be some border gore because of that coattail war. But overall, this looks fine. So they've attacked us here, and we should easily win that. Indeed we do. As expected. Fantastic. So we are going to finish up that invasion. And we're going to be attacking over here eventually. They brought in an additional force. That's to be expected. I don't actually want to invade this yet. I don't think. Correct. We don't want to invade this yet. I believe this to be their final world, so they will cease to exist. So I just want to enter orbit here. I'm going to take these guys up over to Giagawa. I want to make sure that this station here doesn't go away.
Our ships have been made superior.
So that's the goal there. Cool. Hello.
Debris analyzed.
Some Jonon Index territory down here now. We'll have to jump drive to get there. But they've got this fleet here, potentially attacking the Garoan Collective? No. Not attacking the Garoan Collective. Can we jump drive yet? 20 days. Okay. We definitely have a bit of a hard time getting around. No doubt about that one. Giagawa is now ours, and we can start this terraforming. Not that it's super important, but I wouldn't mind it. We're going to run out of energy credits eventually, but that's fine. So 10 days until we can jump drive down into Donanam, which we will definitely do. After the save, apparently. There we go. Okay, so now we want to land over here on Hull very shortly. But I still believe this to be their final world. Right? Right. Assuming that they don't have anything here, which they do not. That's going to be mixed. Anything over here, which they do not. Again, that's going to be mixed. And then these two down here, which are actually not going to go to us. Sad. But let's grab this. And let's go ahead and land on Hull here. There we go. Of course, this station will be ours very shortly.
Initiating
It's a
ground
very
assault.
awkward location, and I'm a little surprised that it took us that long to kill it, but sure. Okay, so that's now ours.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And this will be ours very shortly as well. They're late.
Our warriors are victorious.
They're too late to help out with that. The Jonon Index, as expected, no longer exists. Okay. These are going to be rebuilt. Here on this month tick, I believe. Yep. So this is held by the Great Zadran Mandate. This is mixed. As is this up here. So we're going to jump drive up to... Actually, we're still building this mining station. Let's go ahead and build a pair of construction ships. From Seoul, we're going to build 2 construction ships here. They'll be done in 18 days. I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on with these 2 worlds, since they are mixed. I did expect these to go to the Great Zadran Mandate, and that's exactly what they did. And we have control over everything over here, which is exactly as expected. So all of these fleets over here, I definitely want to take back to Seoul for the moment, and we'll just have them park here. We're going to go negative in our energy credits again soon, so I'm going to sell off a little bit there to keep us afloat. And these guys are going to have to come back as well, but they're going to need to be jump drived, and that'll take time. We did finish up autonomous ship intellects again. That bug is exciting, for sure. The Orinoco is then going to come up over here, and this is not surveyed. Okay, that's really interesting. So after we're done in Demon's Maw, we should come up here and survey. We should take the Orinoco to Corolla, and the Shenandoah should go over to Rigot. I don't really know what's going to go on here. That might be a complete waste, but we'll see.
Construction complete.
Okay, the Mississippi just finished up over here. We're going to jump drive it back out, and we're going to put it onto automatic construction. Beautiful. So this science chip is on its way over to Rigot. Once it is done there, it can kind of go back to what it was doing before the war, I feel like. We're going to finish up in Demon's Maw soon-ish. Emphasis on the ish. 15 days here. A lot of these are going to time out soon. Okay.
Debris
Or some of them are
analyzed.
anyway. I'm not shocked about that. We knew that we were going to lose some of them. Okay, so we're getting this survey done, right? That'll take a little bit of time. And then we'll try to build our starbase here. I have no idea what's going to happen with this being a split system, though. We'll see. I mean, if we can get full control of the system, that'd be great. Look at all these people surveying. Hilarious. But we'll be done surveying here very, very soon. So that's looking good. We're nearly completed surveying, and we're the only ones with a construction ship here. Excellent. Are these guys able to jump drive yet? They are. So we're going to take them back to Seoul for the time being and park them back here. Beautiful. That will not take them very long to get there, and we'll take our transport ship back to Seoul as well. Cool. So we're almost done surveying up over here.
Debris analyzed.
Cool. So that's now done surveying. I'm actually going to head up to Corolla and survey there. And it's not fully surveyed. Well, isn't that interesting? Survey system. What did we miss? Oh, something back over here, apparently. Interesting. How did we miss that? Very strange.
Systems
It just got surveyed.
complete.
We see a construction ship coming in. We cannot build this because it's not fully surveyed. Survey the system. Apparently we're surveying the same location. Repeatedly. Are these guys actually going to be building here?
System survey complete.
Okay, it's not actually letting us survey. It's not actually complete. These guys are definitely building something here. That said, this is the Awakened Empire. Very strange.
Construction
Do we need to enter
complete.
this with military ships? I don't think that's how this works. But we can get here to both of these locations very quickly. I think we need to figure out who actually owns this before we can do anything, really. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So I'm going to take the Ibn Battuta up over here to Hydrobius. We'll see if we manage to get that before it expires. That is the final location where there is debris here. But that's going to go away in... Actually, there's a little bit over here. So those are going to be down this way. Right. I don't think we get there in time. I'm pretty sure we don't. 6 days? Yeah, we definitely don't. So we should come down over here instead. Science trip. Be selected. Thank you. We're going to come down here instead. So we can research the projects here and then come up over this way. Apparently, we can go through here. Okay. We'll see how real that is. So what are these guys building here? That looks like test textures. This appears to be fundamentally broken. I'm not sure what's going on there. So yeah, having our ship here, or our ships here, rather, is not giving us anything. So as expected, I think we need to fight the Great Zadrian Mandate to actually get all that. We are out of energy credits. This is not shocking. I'm going to sell off a bunch of food here just to buy us some energy credits. Oh, we're at 57 out of 53. Yeah, that'll do it. So let's go ahead and get rid of a few of these star bases. So that one will be fine. This one will be fine. And this one. There we go. That should help our energy credit situation by a lot. So I'm pretty sure we can't build here, right? It's not going to be fully surveyed ever because it's weird. Okay, the Arbiters were actually able to build here. And we lost control of the colony to the Arbiters. What? Okay, Stellaris. Okay. So they were able to build, but we weren't. Because it apparently never gets fully surveyed. Well, we'll have to fight the Arbiters eventually anyway, right? So it's okay. We will deal with them. They're actually still inferior to us, which is hilarious, I might add. We're currently a little bit negative on food. We will need to make sure that we're working on our economy, but for the time being, it all looks good.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Hey, look, autonomous ship intellect's finished up again. This isn't buggy at all. Cool. So I'm guessing the same thing is going to happen over here unless we close borders to them, which we're going to do if we can. We actually can't close borders to them. Okay. Well, we'll just have to fight them later. I guess that's all there is to it. It is time to put a cut in here, past time, actually. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Spartan News, Unisil, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.